Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. If it's Friday, we are rambling with the ducks. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope your day's good. Thank you. Yeah, my day's great. Oh, what are you doing? I'm floating in a cup. All right. Hey, thanks for here's Psychic Duck's bath water, and it's my drinking water. Oh, Psychic Duck. All right, let's get into it. I want to do some energy readings. I'm having a really tough time reading on this current event political crap. I'm struggling with it because we got some good news with Oak Flat though. Thank you, Katie. She sent me a. So for those who don't know, Oak Flat is a sacred land in Arizona, and I forget the mountains. I went there about 3 years ago when my hair was much shorter, and I came home to find this falling from an owl that flew over my head. And when we went to Oak Flat, we went there to pray on the land because Oak Flat was being taken over by the Rio Tinto mining company. I think that's the right name. And the Resolute Mining Company. And again, I think it's the right name. I'm going with my memory. And do I need to say more? No. And so anyway, this international mining company who has in the past desecrated sacred lands in Australia, and they went, oops, sorry, this time they said, oh, we'll protect it. Oops, yeah, right. So they want to dig like this huge underground cavern, but still protect the lands up above. It just seems like that's just crazy talk. But, certain politicians will believe them and go, well, okay, I'll sign off on it. Anyway, it was a huge fight to keep this mining company off of these sacred lands. And it's been going on for years. And so we had a little bit of a good news where I think it was the Ninth Circuit blocked the mining company from doing any more damage in that area. And it's such a small piece of land. It's gorgeous, but all around that area, just the devastation is crazy. We hide all the things that the destruction that we do to Mother Earth. We hide that all the way behind a layer of trees or, block it from the road so that the public can't see what's going on. When I went up there, and I put some pictures up on my community page about this, it is a win. We gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. So, and who knows what this current administration will change. If they need the minerals there, they'll just change it and take it. The administration, as I see, is so narrowly focused on today that they're not thinking a generation, 2 generations, 7 generations out. They're not doing it. So consequently, we get a Lamborghini today, but what's the price tomorrow? Exactly. All right, let's do some energy cards. But we did get some good news with the Rio Tinto. We got good news for Oak Flat. So, yay, yay, yay. Keep those prayers coming for Mother Earth. It's just not one site. It's the other thing that I was reading on a number of years ago was the Chumash Marine Sanctuary, and that went through. So send some prayers out to that to keep it strong. What we do. I was listening to Heather Cox Richardson last night. She goes, what can we do in the face of this crazy time that we're in? And it matches the time that we were at 250 years ago, when we had to stand up for our country and create a country. And although there's really good things that we have done, there's really shitty things that we have done. Did I just say that out loud? Yes, I did, because it's worse than just bad. We try to live by an honor. We try to give to other nations, to other peoples. We didn't succeed in a lot of areas. So when we rebuild, we'll do it better. We'll do it better. All right, let's get into some cards. I will not be able to timestamp this, so I'm not going to read a whole bunch of stuff. Let's look at some Lemurian cards. Lemurian. Ooh. We have the crystal keys. As I cut the deck. Different than cutting the cheese. Sorry, sophomoric humor. Okay, lighten up, Danny. Lighten up. PsychicDuck's going, dang. You just went into heavy land. Yeah, I did. Okay, what do we need to look at in our lighten up mood from the Lemurian deck? Beyond Lemuria, we got, I can't read it. Oh, the Violet Flame. I've been getting this, I got this card last night. So I pull 3 cards before I go to bed. Sometimes I pull 1, and then I go, got the message. Sometimes I go, oh, can I get a little clarity? Get some clarifications, pull another one. There's some nights these days where the whole deck comes out because I need a lot of clarity before I go to sleep. But, you know, the key is, for me, is to focus on one card as I go to sleep. And then when I wake up at 2 in the morning, I can focus on the one card. I can't focus on all of them. Anyway, here we go. Violet Flame. So this is all about intuition. This is about tapping into the ethers to get messages. And see, so this would be, oh, okay. So as I go to sleep, I'm going, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm going to tap into the ethers. I'm going to tap into my dream state. Be aware of it. It didn't happen. I said it didn't happen. I mumbled. All right. And she's got this little reedish thing here that drops into a portal. A lot of cool stuff in these images that you can look at. So as we drop, this is a good one, as we drop into this violet flame energy, this psychic etherish energy of another time, space, all that, what's the clarity? It's loving compassion. Okay, that makes sense now. So I could just stop with these two cards, because when I think about what we just talked about with oak flats and not making decisions for the future, but just right now, there seems to be, we got to add this loving compassion to the change that is happening right now, that we are going through. And it's tough. It's tough. And the third one is unlimited self, the crown chakra. So I'm reminded with this crown chakra card to make sure that we drop in the golden white light into our crown chakras, into our chakra field, and cleanse and clean and make sure they're all moving in the right way and that they're not stuck and nobody's grabbed onto one or no energies is grabbed on. So and this unlimited self is powerful for me in my moment in time because of hang on, need some duck water. Because a lot of times I think, oh my gosh, I am helpless at what I can do. How can I move the needle forward? Just one guy. How can I do that? Right? It's not that I'm helpless, but that's the message I put in my head, which is totally wrong. I have unlimited self. So if I'm unlimited, why can't I do that? Why do I keep putting that negative, well, what can I do? I'm just one person. Loving compassion has some big key to that, along with the violet flame. Okay, so there it is. Moving on to the news. So it's kind of crazy out in DC. Just a wee bit wacko. And we got Judge Jeannie out there. Do you think she and Hegseth get together in DC and pound a few down? I don't know. I think so. So anyway, we got Judge Jeannie out there, and the Republicans are all about, let's bring guns, come on, open carry, who cares? Go back to Missouri, and they have open carry. You go into Walmart, and there's these guys with guns in the back of their pants. My sister-in-law won't even go in there. She won't go into Walmart. Anyway, and now, though, they are trying to eliminate open carry. Now, some of you may think, what really? Open carry in DC? Yeah. They are trying to say you cannot carry a Subway sandwich in Washington, D.C. That is a weapon. So for those who don't know, one of the protesters threw his Subway sandwich at one of the people in full body armor, and the Subway sandwich hit him in the chest in the body armor, and now this guy has a felony against him because of a sandwich. Thank God it wasn't a taco. What do you think he'd get? 20 to life for a taco. But some people taco all the time and they don't get any, there's no repercussions with a taco. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just stupid fun. All right, let's, hang on. Let me grab a deck. Uh-oh, this is going to be scary because the first deck that I pulled, Deviant Moon Tarot. I'm like, ooh. In my hand, I was about ready to move it, like I was grabbing it and I went, oh no, not that one. And then I went, violet flame. Maybe my hands know more than I do and where they should what they should grab. So I got the Deviant Moon along with the Light Seers Tarot. So, yeah. So, other news. We have Target CEO resigned or announced his resignation. Target has been, the sales have been flat for like 18 months. And is it the diversity platform that they choose to let go of? Is it just that they're not keeping up with the business climate? You got to be on top of that when you're in business. Read the tea leaves. Read the blue flame. So a lot of what Target sells is discretionary. You don't need it, really. Some of the stuff you do, you know, they have like irons. Like, I need a new one of those. Not that you can tell from my shirt, but that's just because they sell an iron doesn't mean that that's the store. No other stores sell iron. Although I can't find a store that does sell irons, which is kind of weird. It used to be Bed Bath & Beyond. You go there, buy some irons. You could also buy My Pillow there. Yeah, my wife bought me a Mr. Pillow before he went cray. Okay. Also, the other news is MSNBC is changing the name to MS Now. Are they intentionally trying to be bad? Be purposefully bad? I think so. Because there's a new guy in town who bought them. Skydance. Anyway. Let's just take a look real quick at these companies that are changing the business climate. I always used to think that business will have more clarity than politicians, because it's all about making money, and we're going to do the best that we can to make money. And so we have a singular focus, and we don't have any other focuses coming in or out. That's shifted a lot, I think, and maybe I was just being naive. Let's take a look at that. Businesses, American businesses. I'm going to read it two different ways. What's the downside? What's the shadow side? What's the light side? Shadow side, Deviant Moon, and light side, Light Seers Tarot. What's the shadow side to this business climate we're in right now, besides pumping money to Pumpkinhead? Maybe I should not even say that. What's the downside? What are they realizing? Ooh, okay. So I'm going to have to cover up some parts because this deck is crazy. So we got the Four of Pentacles. The business side, the downside. They're holding on. They're going, oh my gosh. And I don't know if you could see that there. That looks like death for entertainment only. They're afraid that they're going out of business, i.e. Target. A lot of it was the DEI stuff, but a lot of it wasn't. They just didn't change with the times. And I don't think they looked at their client base. The MS Now change, I think that's just the top down, just going, let's just poke the bear. Speaking of, we got to look at Gavin Newsom. All right. The Four of Pentacles. We also get the Queen of Wands. She's a little lopsided, this Queen of Wands, and she has 4 arms. She's bringing some news that it's not all on the up and up, right? So this is where that shadow stuff comes in. This is where the information where they're trying to Tim Cook giving that whatever. I think that's what this Queen of Wands energy is. It's like, well, we're just trying to stay in business, and it's tough, so we'll appease the dear leader. At the base of the reading, we just want to have fun, sun, dance. This is 2 guys dancing. Target was saying, we're going to stop our DEI program, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yet in this reading here, it's all about bringing that DEI stuff back. And so with this card, they may need to pay attention to it. If I was advising some of these business guys, I'd go, you need to make amends, because that's at the root of this reading. In the past, as it relates, it's the Empress. And to me, that's thinking that they know everything. At the top of the reading, they're dancing. Moon card. Dancing in the shadows. They think it's all good, but they're being controlled by something else. What are they being controlled by? Is it Russian money? They get a new way forward with the Ace of Pentacles, but it's kind of dragon energy here with this Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, I don't know, it's like, let me just keep going with this. Ace of Pentacles. So it's a new way forward from this being dangled by Pumpkinhead-ish energy. Yeah, internally, they're underground. They're sick. 4 swords. Externally, Knight of Cups. Something new coming forward. The hopes and fears is the 9 of Pentacles. Success, abundance. Hopefully they can get back to it. And maybe this Ace of Pentacles is just one pentacle. It's limited income. Just like the first card was the 4 of Pentacles, hoarding resources, being really tight with it. And the business in the shadow side, they get the Tower moment. Clarified by the 5 of Wands. And this is just beating up on each other in this card. It's not like sitting around and working it out. It's just like, you were wrong. Yeah. And then they have some, the Knight of Swords, some legal actions coming, some sharp truth coming. And this morning I was thinking about, if businesses just stopped, right, and we had to go back to a much simpler time, how hard would that be for us? When I thought of that, I saw a lot of people saying, I'm done, and leaving the planet. I'm done. It's okay. I'm thinking, well, would I be able to survive if major businesses went out, if money dried up, would I be able to survive? And I think I would. I think. All right, let's just take a quick look at the positive side, the light side of business as we get so dark into it. And what do we have? We have balance. Being challenged by the Ten of Swords. And in this deck, those swords are flying away. So it's not stabbing us in the ground. Thank you, it's not stabbing Mother Earth. But it is sadness. It is, well, I mean, she's not being stabbed at all with these Ten of Swords. She's kind of watching things fly away. The business models. Three of Wands at the base of this, waiting for the ship to come in, waiting. In the past is the government regulations, possibly, as it relates to this. We have the Queen of Swords at the top of the reading. What's this going on with business? And we have the Two of Swords. They're at a crossroads. And it feels like they're really, I mean, even with the shadow side, they got the Tower moment. So they're at a crossroads. Where are they going? What are they doing? Something's going to shake us up business-wise, I think. Again, Five of Wands. Same position, I think. Internal position, Five of Wands. No, that was in the external. Okay, never mind. In the external, we have the King of Cups, the wise king, bringing in calm, bringing in some organization that is heart-centered, not so much, Lamborghini-centered. Hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Swords, that something comes fast, a new truth comes, and then we have going back to a simpler time. Six of Cups, finding a little more innocence, moving on. And we get the Star of Hope. So there's the shadow side of business. I just keep seeing that Tower moment. I keep seeing the hoarding. That's not what business is. And they get the Tower moment. They get the Four Swords moment. It's not good, right? This reading, we get balance. We get the King of Cups. We still get the verbal fighting back and forth. It is being challenged. This reading's being challenged by the Ten of Swords, but they're not stuck in the ground. They're not stuck in anybody's back. They're flying away. So the old ways are going away. I think we have this. Oops, that's not it. This in our future. However, right now we got that. Moving on. We're in movement mode, and we got to let go of those swords. Okay, I got to make this a little short today, so I'm going to read on one more. Gavin Newsom. This is what I got in the mail, and it said, I don't know if you can read it. Vote no in this special election. Let's protect California's independent redistricting process. So this is kind of slick. When I first looked at it, I thought it was a Democratic piece of propaganda. It's a Republican piece of propaganda. And we get the Heritage Foundation newsletter. Yay. I'm like, oh my God, are you really writing this and people are really believing it? Yikes. Yikes. So Texas is, by the time this video gets up, Texas will have redistricted or said, yeah, we're going to redistrict, gerrymander our maps. Gavin Newsom has been trolling Trump. It's hilarious. It's, I saw this thing on Fox News where they said, it's just a little immature. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's true. I mean, that's one thing that I will agree with. It is very immature. However, since you're not calling out the immaturity of another leader, dear leader, you are in a way, because you're putting Newsom on Fox News and going, look what he's doing. Oh, big muscles and oh my God, did he have Hulk Hogan and a couple other people with their hands on him, and Jesus, it's hysterical. And Fox News being so enraged, oh my lordy, what's he doing? So immature. But yet they don't look at their dear leader. So Gavin and the dear leader's ratings are plummeting. But if he can gerrymander and he can fix that, then, we're kind of screwed. But let's not fall into that negativity, because we have unlimited self. Card said so. So with unlimited self, let's change our government to how we want it to be, to how it was written somewhat in the Constitution, and we can tweak it a little bit. Maybe give equal rights to women. I can't believe that has still not happened. The ERA. I cannot believe that has not happened. Breathe. It will happen, right, Psychic Duck? Oh yeah, it'll happen. When? Soon. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Okay. Gavin Newsom. Is this hurting his chances for the presidential run 2028? I hear no. And the reason it's not going to hurt him, because he's not running for president. He even said that he is not doing this to get notoriety to run for president. However, he said, I'm not closing down that avenue. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm not saying I am going to do it. And I'm just not thinking of it right now. Right now, I'm trying to get this situation dealt with. And I think I'm saying that correctly. I may not. But it didn't feel like a campaign thing. It felt more like, no, I am focused on what I need to do in California and getting other states to follow along if they choose to. So, Gavin Newsom. 3 cards. How much fun are you having with this right now? I know his 28-year-old or whatever media person thinks she is a 28-year-old Latina. Brutal. How much fun are you having with this, Gavin Newsom? 3 cards. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles. So, in this deck, it's kind of like a stop and go light to me. The lights are messed up though, right? So, shouldn't the red be up at the top and the yellow in the middle and the green down at the bottom? They're messed up. This is 3 people working together to try to unmess the stop sign, to stop a huge crash coming in. Now, okay, that's really not what those discs are. They feel like they're chakra discs, but nonetheless, they're working together to build this thing, this tapestry. And we get the Three of Wands. Just kind of watching it. I mean, I think he's having a good time with the Three of Pentacles. I mean, working with two other women, it looks like, and I'm going, when's the ERA coming? And here one guy working with two other women. Well, and I'm assuming just because they have long hair doesn't mean that they're a woman. Ooh, we have the struggle at the base of it. World implications and completion in the past. Let me drop this down. I can do that. I can drop this down so you all can play along. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, the World card, Major Arcana at the top of the reading. Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. There's only one cup there. Interesting. It's amazing how I don't study the cards, or I find something new in the cards all the time that I never thought of or saw. In the potential near future, the winning card coming in as a winner. This walking away. Gavin Newsom, how much fun are you having? I don't think he's going to stick with it. But he is having a good time with it. It is causing a little bit of back and forth, and I'm not sure if that's within his party or if it's within faux news or whatever. Internally, he's bringing people together with the Two of Cups. Externally, he's balancing on the wheel of fortune. Oh yeah, that's so funny. And hopes and fears are the Page of Cups, that he can hear things from a different point of view, from a strange source. Whoever would think that Gavin Newsom would be the guy to do this? Not me. Not me. Ooh. And the final outcome is the Three of Swords. This could be him killing his presidential aspirations. Let's get a clarification. What is that Three of Swords about? Well, it's about retreat, sickness, health. And then we have the giving and receiving card. So with this heartbreak, betrayal, needs to take a rest. And there's some information going back and forth. And this walking away. So what he's doing, there's something going on with Gavin Newsom that Let's see if we can dig into this, and then I'm gonna have to go with this. This is taking me in a different direction. Mr. Newsom. Mr. Newsom, what is going on? What is going on with that? Is it the heartbreak of the Democratic Party? That it's sick? Is that what it is? Gavin Newsom, what are you feeling? Why did that Three of Hearts show up? Three of Hearts. Three of Swords show up. What heartbreak? What betrayal? What pain does that represent? Four of Swords too. What is that about? Well, that's good. It's about information. Just throwing some information out there. Shining a light It's like solitary. I'm just doing this. I'm just shining the light. He's being attacked, it feels like. And he's in a protective little bubble. He's got the King of Cups behind him. I don't know if he has a sailboat. I think he has a big old power boat. Temperance and the Ace of Swords. I don't really see that Three of Hearts being a personal thing for him. It felt like it was the Democratic Party. It was that the Democratic Party needs somebody to really stand up and do just stand up. Just stand up. Fight back a little bit. And not be ashamed that you're being a little childish. Yeah, I think that was it. All right, I gotta run. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for no timestamps, but I gotta go. All right, peace and love.